Hi everybody, it's Cindy. It is Monday, September 17th, and I'm back for an update. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I have so much to share in this video. I'm excited. We will be getting to the fair and things like that, but first we're going to start with finishes. The first finish I have is from the Scarlet House, and it's called Penny Pumpkin. I'm going to see if I could get in. It's really pastel colors here. I switched all of the colors in the piece, which I'm going to be giving to you in a minute. And this is my finish of Penny Pumpkin. Let's see if I could get in real close there. That's super, super pretty. I really loved how this piece came out, and this right here is a magnet, and so I could just take that off if I want, and I could just leave it plain. I did add some leaves up top. I just hot glued those. This is a metal leaf. This is a frame that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and I'll show you the tag. That was $13.99. and I got 40% off. This on the background is this scrapbook paper, and the back, it does open up and press, so I could actually hang it. I could have it, it's actually going to sit back on my counter there. So I'm super happy with this finish. Yeah, super pretty. And I just left the tag on so you could see how much that frame was. That was at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to put back on the ribbon. Okay, so I put that back on. So how do you like it? Do you like it with the flower or without the flower? It has totally two different looks, and with the magnets, it gives such a different. I could switch that out and put anything I want on this side over here with the magnets. Thank you, Priscilla and Chelsea. They're the magnet queens. So how do you like it? Do you like it plain, or do you like it with a little extra? It gives it like a three-dimensional look. Absolutely love how this piece came out. I'm going to give you a real good look at that. Some things to think about, ladies. So that was the first piece. Now I'm going to tell you all the colors that I used. I used Simply Shaker Wood Trail. I used Victorian Motto Colonial Harvest, Victorian Motto Tint of Sage, Victorian Motto Colonial Garden, Classic Colorwork Sassy Brass. I used white, 310 black, 712 DMC, and 3826. So these were all the colors that I used to finish that piece. So I am on the Victorian Motto Club, so I really do try and use those threads. I love those threads. I've been on that club for a long, long time. So that was my first piece, and I'm sorry that I had to turn there. The next finish that I have for you is from Heartstreak Samplery. And this is the Harvest Edition of Festive Little Fobs. And I, of course, did the sunflower. Let me get in close there. How cute it is. And then the back, I used my, my little bee fabric. So that's a little small. And this I just got the other day. So that was the first one I went to do. And you can see it's all the way up in the corner. There's some cute ones in here. You got a little turkey here, a little pumpkin there. Like, of course you want to do them all, and we can't do everything we want to do. So that was my second finish. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the county fair. All right, so the county fair ended last night. I entered 3 pieces into the county fair. Actually all 3 of them won ribbons. I thought only 2 won ribbons, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. One of the ribbons I didn't even get. I don't know where it is, and I didn't care to go back and get it. I really don't enter for the ribbons, but I'm going to show you. They do pay you. I don't know. If you get in a certain price, they give you a check. I got $4, and you can see that's from the county fair. And it lists on the top of the check, 2 pieces were 4th place and 1 piece was 2nd place. And if you could see, I'm not sure if you could see that really good. It says 4th place for 2 of them, and I only got 1 4th place ribbon, and I didn't notice that until I got home, and I honestly didn't care about the ribbon. I don't really go for the ribbons. I do have a video of the fair. When I went into the fair, I gave you the footage as I was going in and walking through the fair. It's not a super long video. This year's fair, for me personally, was a little disappointing. It wasn't as good as last year's. Some of the entries were good, and I think some of the judging was definitely, I'm not a judge, so I didn't agree with the judging, I'll just put it that way. And you will hear that as I'm going through my video in the different areas. They had some great paintings, and some of the paintings didn't get a ribbon at all, and to me it was just mind-boggling. Some of them were beautiful and they got nothing. There were only 17 cross-stitch pieces entered into the fair, unless some of them were buried. And how they display the cross-stitch, they throw it in with crochet and knitting, and it's sometimes even hard to find the pieces. The piece that won the 2nd place ribbon, this was my pixie. And I'm going to show you exactly, just like that is how my piece was displayed the whole fair. You could not see her. All you could see was this and the ribbon, and I was so disappointed, I guess I could say. I don't enter my pieces to ruin the ribbons. I enter them so that they could be displayed, and this of course won 2nd place, and there she is in all of her glory. She won 2nd place. I was very happy with that. This was the fantasy and novelty. I could not find any other pieces that were in fantasy and novelty, so I don't know who got 1st place, who got 3rd place, 4th place. I have no idea. Couldn't find them. And like I said, they probably could have been hidden in the way they were displayed, and it was a little disappointing. And next year, since she was covered the whole fair, you really couldn't see her at all. I don't think I'm going to enter any more smaller pieces into the fair, because to me it was a little disappointing. I couldn't find anybody to fix it or correct it. And when I actually picked up my pieces this morning, she was still hanging there with the tags over her, and you have to tell them which pieces are and hand the tags. I'm like, yeah, that one's mine. Yeah, the one that's covered up with the tags, that's mine. And the lady apologized for that, and you know what? They're volunteers and stuff like that. You know, it's not her fault. But definitely a little disappointing as far as they were displayed. The next piece, this one. All right, so here is the 4th place ribbon. It is a pink ribbon. That was 4th place, and this was my full quilt, so that won 4th place in the fair. And I kind of agree that it won 4th place based upon everything else it went up against. I do not agree at all with the show prize winning piece. It was improperly framed. My brother-in-law had stitched that piece, and I'm going to include a picture of the show piece here. And as you can see, it has like a 3-inch mat around it. It had a gold frame. It wasn't eye-appealing. And I'm going to include a picture here of my brother-in-law's piece. His is definitely, in my opinion, more professionally framed, and it doesn't take away from the cross stitching. It's a beautiful stitch piece. It's a Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure that's by Lavender and Lace. It's a gorgeous piece, but I did not agree with the piece that won the show. The second piece that I'm gonna include a piece that won 2nd place of the show, and in my opinion, this should have won the show, and that I'm gonna include right here. and that is the Santa Claus. It was extremely detailed, very small. It was on 40 count. It was professionally framed. It had more eye appeal. No, it was not as big as a Christmas tree, but it was definitely, as an overall piece, more eye appealing. When I picked up my pieces today, me and the lady were talking about that, and she had agreed that we both thought that that smaller piece should have won. But in this, it just seems they're going for the biggest piece, which to me kind of defeats its purpose. There is really no judging. There is no grading on my pieces. They don't do anything like that. So it really is a very lax fair. There was a couple of cute pieces, which I'll include some pictures at the end on a slideshow, and I'm also going to include that video of the county fair. I know next year, she told me, is the 100-year anniversary of the fair. So next year, I'm not going to enter anything small, I think, into the fair. I don't know. I could change my mind. You never know. And the last piece, give me one moment. It was the Cardinals, and it did win 4th place as per this check balance, but there was no ribbon attached to it when I picked it up, and I didn't notice till I lost. There was the tag on the back, and the tag was completely gone too. I just told them this, and this are my pieces, and I gave them my tags, and they really are pretty. They go by what you say, so. It did win 4th place, so I didn't get my ribbon, but I don't care. I don't care about the ribbons, I really don't. I really just want to show the work, and I think this is a beautiful piece. And this I'm gonna just put in the back there. Give me one moment. Thank you for that. Now, Penny Pumpkin, which I put back over there, that's where it's going to be for the season. That was stitched on 30 count Scupper Nog by Weeks Dye Work. And it's a beautiful color. It's a very loose linen. When you're going to stretch and pin it, I find that a little bit harder than like a harder type fabric as far as stretching. But I love stitching on it. I didn't have any issues with stitching the piece. The next thing I'm going to get on to is a piece I'm working on. Give me one moment. I'm going to stretch across. Okay. All right, so this pattern is by Lizzie Kate, and it's called Pair of Pilgrims. I love this pattern, and I'm stitching it, and I want it done for the season. So when I was done with Penny Pumpkin, I went on to start and stitch this. And let me see. Put something behind him. And actually show it the right way. There he is. He's so cute. He's handsome. It's a pretty full coverage piece stitching it, so definitely won't be as quick as you want it to be stitching it, but it's an easy piece. After doing a piece like that with the tiny little details and things like that, it was good to go to a piece where you're just stitching kind of mindlessly and not having to think about your piece. The next thing that I'm going to get on to is I way surpassed 2,500 subscribers. Thank you so much, and welcome all the newcomers to my channel. I am going to be having a giveaway, and the giveaway is going to include several things. And the first thing there's going to be 2 different giveaways, so you're going to specify which one you want to be in. And I joined the club at the Silver Needle, and every quarter they send you out a new kit and pattern, and this is called 100 Hearts. Let's see if I could get a good picture of that. It has a big glare. Give me one second. Okay, and this pattern is by Samplers Not Forgotten. It comes with everything to finish the pattern. And I'm going to be giving this away as a giveaway. This will be number 1, and it's going to be 100 hearts. You can put number 1 or 100 hearts if you do want this piece. And the reason why I'm giving it away is I have so much that I want to stitch, and this isn't something I really want to stitch right now, so I'm going to give it away to someone else to stitch that. And the number 2 giveaway that I'm going to be giving, give me one moment, let me just get that. Give me 1 second. Giveaway number 2 is going to come with a stitch bag that I made, and it has it says Cindy's cross stitch on it. It's a zipper bag. It's open. I'm not a professional seamstress. It came out pretty good. The zippers, I mean, they work. There's nothing wrong with them, but I could have done it a little better. But listen, I'm not. My sisters are professional quilters. I am not. So I'm giving this bag away, and I'm also going to give the pattern I just finished. I'm going to give Penny Pumpkin by the Scarlet House. I'm going to give a Lizzie Kate Flip It. It's called Valentine. That's a small one there. I'm going to give another Lizzie Kate called All Dressed Up. It's a snowman. And the last one I'm going to give is Chalk Squared by Kathy Haberman. And all of that will come inside this bag. So I just put number 2 if you want to win number 2. So number 1 is the first one with 100 hearts, and this is number 2. I want to thank each and every subscriber for coming to my channel. You bring so much to me. I love the interaction that I have with everybody out there. It's an amazing community, and we all love this community. An update on the retreat. Okay, so on the retreat, everybody thinks my retreat is full. It is not full. There are actually 5 spots left. A couple of people joined, a couple of people already left, and then a couple of people joined. So I can't imagine doing a bigger one with people coming and going, but there are 5 spots left. There are several people who want to come, but with their schedules, they have to wait several months to see if they can come. So if you are interested in joining that retreat, my email address is below. Send me an email to say you want to come to the retreat. The retreat is October 4th, 5th, and 6th of 2019 in Knoxville. I'm going to link a link below of the video I did on the retreat. I'm super excited. Everybody's coming. Everybody, the other 35 people have paid. Everybody has paid. So it's amazing. There's only 5 spots left out of 40. I'm already getting stuff in from vendors. So we have a lot of great things planned for this retreat. And I'm super excited to meet each and every one of you. I know on their videos, and I'm only going to mention people who did mention it on their video. Joan and Kelly are coming. From the Joan and Kelly show. Shirl McKinney is coming. There's a couple other Flosstubers, but they haven't said anything on their video, and I don't want to put that out there if they don't want to. That's fine. There's a lot of great people, other people who don't do videos that are coming, and I'm super excited to meet each and every one of them. The last thing I'm going to go through is I did receive a couple of great things in the mail, and I did receive an awesome card from Amy at Amylovestoads, and thank you so much for your kind words, Amy. She's so cute. She put all these stamps on it. She gave me a Mr. Rogers stamp, so I thought that was awesome. Thank you so much, Amy. My sister. Yes, she's my adopted sister out there, so thank you. It made me smile when I got it, reading it, so thank you so much. Somebody who's attending the retreat, she had sent me her payment actually in a check, which was fine, and she actually sent me a couple of patterns. And look at this. Look at the doggy tissue paper. How cute is that? She sent it in that, and she sent me a couple of patterns, so thank you so much, Deborah. This is from Hindsight. It's Love USA. It's like a stamp. And then, of course, I love this one too. Grand Old Flag Pendulum by Heartstring Samplery. Thank you so much. I love those, and I was super surprised that wasn't necessary, but listen, stitchy stuff is always good. I did send out a whole bunch of stitchy goodies today to some other people to brighten their days and surprise them. So I'm trying to do that again. And the last thing I did want to give away from Angela at Angelastitches. She had this beautiful fabric, Gothic Belfast. Look at the color. Oh, it's beautiful. Love it. Angela, thank you so much for the giveaway. She included a pen, and she got some felt and a book and stickers. I mean, she sent me beads. Thank you so much, Angela. I can't wait to use this fabric. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. And that was my Happy Mail. Listen, who doesn't love Happy Mail? And there are a couple more things. Give me one moment. On giveaway number 3, I forgot about these. Sorry about that. I have linens from MCG Textiles. I have 32 count linen toile and 32 count linen. Does it have a color? It doesn't really have a color. But one's darker and one's lighter. If you like MCG Textiles linen, just say I want that linen. I don't stitch with this linen. I do want to give it away to another stitcher who will use this. So that's number 3. Just put linen. I want the linen. I'm going to include a video of the garden. It's still growing. We are getting rain today. I didn't hit any of the storm. I'm in Tennessee. To anybody in the Carolinas, I know they got hit really, really bad. If you're in that area, my heart and prayers go out to you. I know some people are getting bombarded with that storm. We are only experiencing some rain from that. I'm going to include a picture. I put out all my fall things. It's not fall here, although every day it gets darker earlier and earlier, and that affects me. I do. Just thinking of going into winter is like, it's like this. And my son told me, you have to embrace it, Mom. And he's right. I really have to embrace it. It's my biggest stitching season, but I'm an outdoors person. I miss the garden in the winter and things like that. But I will include a quick video of the fall display, and all my patriotic was moved back into the patriotic room, and I'll show you a quick little picture of that on the end. I hope everybody is having an awesome September. I cannot believe we are halfway through September already. Before we know it, it will be Christmas. Everybody have an awesome stitching week, and happy stitching until we meet again, everyone. At the front of the Kerr building at the Knoxville Fair, and we're going to go inside. Let's go. This is the Lego display. Let's go in and look. This is the flowers. This one's really pretty. Like the sunflowers. 3rd place. That noise you hear is a fan. There's no air conditioning in the building. I don't know, my zinnias way bigger than these. Just saying. A lot of marigolds. That's really pretty. That one first place. Pretty color. Here's the sunflowers. That one won second place. Well, baby one won first place. That one won first place. Right there. That's a cute little painted chair. Here's the paintings. That horse is the big winner. Best of show is the horse. Strawberries is really pretty. Look at that. So is the hamburger and fries. First place. That one's really pretty. They did a good job on that. Look at the bunny rabbit. Look at how cute. Beautiful. Look at the cardinal. How pretty. Nicole, look at this cardinal. Didn't win a ribbon. How is that possible? So pretty. Hard to see with the glare. That fox face won first prize, and the cardinal got nothing. I think the cardinal's way better, but I'm not a judge. Look at this. This one's really pretty. Look at this peacock. It won nothing. Patriotic. Tons of wreaths, unbelievable. Look at all the wreaths. They have scrapbooking, cards. So best of the show is that card up there. It's pretty. A lot of pretty ones. Father's Day second, first. Very pretty. Okay, so we are over by the cross stitch now, and I don't know if you can see it. The pixie, they have her covered almost all up, but it has a red ribbon, second place. And if you scroll up on that myself. There's the cardinals. It didn't get any ribbon, which I didn't think it would because it's outside the box. And then I'm going to scroll over to the other piece, full quilt. Hold on. Okay, so full quilt. It's hard to see. It's a pink ribbon, and I'm behind a rope, so I cannot get in close, but I think it's third in a row. Alright, so as you can see, the lavender and lace Oh Christmas Tree won first place. It's pretty, definitely not crazy about the framing though, but pretty. It's a beautiful design. My brother-in-law stitched that piece. And then second was the Santa Claus in the middle, and then right below that was my full quilt. So 2 out of the 3 pieces won a ribbon. And I don't think, I'm going to see if I could get some pictures. Let me see if we could get other pieces. Give me one moment. Okay, so you can see there's a cross. The flowers up there is very pretty. You got the baby one. You got the kitty cat. I don't know, I think the pink ribbon, alright, pink ribbon is 4th place, not 3rd place. Alright, so a couple of ribbons, but it's sad that they have the pixie covered up. Alright, so I gave it a shot. There's not a whole lot of cross stitch. Just, let me count how many there are. 5, 10, 12, 16. There's only 16 cross stitch pieces in this whole fair. Oh no, wait, 17. 17 pieces. I definitely would love to see more represented. It's kind of sad there's only 17. But anyway, I'm going to try and get some pictures. And happy stitching, everyone. Enter those pieces into the fair. It is Monday, September 17th, and this is the update of the garden. This is the seeds that Lynette from Homesteading on the Home Front sent me. This is squash. It has completely taken over the lettuce garden. I mean, it's huge. It's unbelievable. Amazing. Over here is the herb garden. They're still growing. Some of them are starting to die out a little bit, but still pretty green. This is the yellow Swiss chard. And eggplants are still growing. Over here are all the tomatoes. Those are also still growing and producing. And over here, the pepper garden, they're still producing. This is the front of the garden, and look at how big that marigold bush is. It's a plant, but it's a bush. It's huge. Got my little rabbit there. Nasteriums. We still got the yellow flowers. Still got all kinds of bee balm. We have tons of zinnias still growing and blooming. They're doing pretty good still. And look at, got a sunflower. There's my sunflower. It bloomed. The purple flowers. We got the rose bush. These are more zinnias. Tons of them. I mean, they're way taller than me. They're huge. Lots of zinnias still. And we'll go over to the left garden. Now we got sunflowers over here that will be blooming soon. Here's one of them. Here's a whole bunch more. So I'm like super excited. They'll be blooming soon. Yes, I'm still growing sunflowers in September. Some marigolds. Now back in here, as you can see down there, I can't get in too close because it's all wet. I have a pink butterfly bush that I just planted, so I did put that in there. And these are all still blooming over here, so this is awesome still. Coneflowers. Look how pretty those are. I love them. Look, and we got a purple flower. They've sprouted back to life with all the rain. This is awesome. Yes. And that is the update on the garden, September 17th.